I'm very excited today. I finally got my own tractor. This is the Yanmar SA325. I think the Yanmar 325 is new for 2022. It actually replaces the 324. This thing is exactly like it, except the only difference, I think, this one adds a 12-volt accessory plug, so now I can charge my phone while I'm out riding around. And it's got these two rear remotes. Honestly, I have no idea what these are for. They're hydraulic rear remotes. You guess you can have like a hydraulic top link. I don't have any experience with a 3-point hitch, really. This is the first tractor of this type I've ever owned. So this thing was delivered 5 days ago. It's only got 2 hours on it. It's brand new. I got the front end loader with a bucket. I got a grapple. Also got a third function remote, so it's got a little button on the handle there. This is the third function remote right here that I had installed. I got a button right here, so you push the button down and pull it over to the right and it will open the grapple, or push the button down, push it to the left, and it will close the grapple. One thing I like about this unit is that it is entirely built by Yanmar. Japanese company, been around forever. Yanmar engines are in all types of different equipment like IHI and John Deere. So this thing is powered by a 23.9 horsepower Yanmar engine. It has no gears, I guess. It's hydrostat drive, I think. It has a high and a low. And then it has forward and reverse. Pretty simple, easy to drive. I actually like the forward and reverse pedals. I know that Kubota and maybe some other people, some other manufacturers, they use a treadle pedal, the one pedal thing. I don't like that. There's the twin pedals that I like, your forward and reverse. And then right here, you got a foot brake. Right here is the emergency brake. This tractor does not have any kind of emissions on it as far as DPF and DEF. That's one benefit of buying a smaller tractor. You don't have to deal with all that stuff. This Yanmar engine also, it is a 3-cylinder engine, and from some videos that I've seen, it's a pretty simple design. It's not computer controlled. It doesn't have electronics and stuff on it, so it should be very dependable for a long time. This tractor has a 10-year powertrain warranty. So it's 2 years bumper to bumper, and then 10 years, I guess, engine, transmission, rear end. That's a big reason why I bought this machine. That's the best warranty in the industry. I think John Deere and Kubota, maybe New Holland, I think they only do 6 years. The front end loader is detachable. It's got like a little leg right here, and I may take it off someday depending on what I'm doing, but probably not. I like how high this tractor sits. Most of my property is woods and hills and valleys or whatever, so that's going to be helpful when I'm going through the woods and cutting trails and stuff. And this tractor is 4-wheel drive. You select it right here. You can turn it off or on. Even though this tractor sits up very high, I don't like this. So I'm gonna have to get some zip ties or something. I think these are all the hydraulic connections for the front end loader. And we're gonna have to get some zip ties or something and hang these up out of the way, because I'm gonna end up ripping those things off. I did get the front end loader with the bucket and the grapple and the third function remote. I just went ahead and had the dealership just add the third function, give me their grapple, so I can just start with this day one and just start using it. But I don't really like that they have like a proprietary bucket or a grapple hanging system. You know, it's got these hooks on it, and then there's like some pins down there. Now I've watched videos and it seems very easy to switch out, but I kind of wish that they would have went with the Bobcat style, so you could buy whatever attachment or bucket or grapple, you could buy it from anywhere. They're kind of making you go with their equipment, I feel like. Now you could pay extra and have the Bobcat quick attach or whatever put on here, but I think that might reduce some of your lift capacity. This thing is supposed to be able to lift 1,200 pounds or like 1,199 pounds, basically 1,200 pounds. This grapple weighs 250 pounds, so that would be 1,200 minus 250. If you add the Bobcat quick attach, which the dealership would have done for me, but it's going to add more weight, and then it's going to reduce like how much you can pick up with the grapple. I don't like that these valve stems on the wheels are not protected. On my brother's Kubota L39, they have a little thing like welded onto the wheel that kind of protects it. Now the back wheel, it is set in a little further, obviously with the wheel being bigger. Maybe that one will be okay. I'm going to be in the woods a lot with this thing. I'm going to be moving trees around and brush. So I hope that I'm not going to end up ripping one of these valve stems off. This tractor is so beautiful and clean and new. I really hate to even get on it and start digging out here and pushing stuff around, but actually right here behind me, this is going to be our first project. I've got a huge pile of dirt right here and got this cool old chimney. Used to be an old house right here. I tore it down. I want to say it was from 1918, but I could be wrong. Maybe it wasn't that old. I've been looking at tractors for a couple years now, trying to figure out what I wanted to buy. I actually wanted to get a skid steer, like a late 90s to early 2000s. I'm going to talk about that in another video, why I chose this tractor over getting a skid steer. So near me, I've actually got, within probably 20 to 30 minutes, I've got 3 dealerships: Kubota, John Deere, and New Holland, very close. This Yanmar dealership was an hour away from me, I think 58 miles from me, and I chose them. I like the build quality. I will mention, I bought this thing sight unseen. I never even test drove this or sat on it or anything. I watched a bunch of videos on the previous model, the 324, and I don't know, I like the history of the company, the quality of it, that it's all built by the same company. Reached out to a sales guy, and I feel like I got a fair deal on it. Feel like the price was right for what I got. I really wanted to get a backhoe, but honestly, I didn't even get a price on one because it's just out of my budget right now. So we may add a backhoe later. There are a few other things I'm going to be adding to this. Like I think I'm going to get a Piranha tooth bar, tooth edge, whatever that thing is, you know, for the front of the bucket. I'm going to be adding a box back here. Ballast box. It's so hot out here, I can't even think. And eventually we're probably going to get us a tiller and some other attachments, and actually maybe even a bush hog. We're going to learn how to use this 3-point hitch. These gnats and yellow flies or whatever are starting to eat me alive out here. So I think I'm about to jump on this, put the bucket on here, and actually start working for the first time with this tractor. Thanks for watching my quick little review here. I got a lot of videos about this thing coming up soon. So be sure to subscribe. If you made it this far in the video, thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.